Hey everyone, I'm Gracie.
And I'm Sylvia.
As some of you may already know, Sylvia and I are working with you by Kotex this year to talk about all things periods, answer some of the biggest questions, and really help educate you on all of the products that are available to women and girls right now. But of course, this video is all about that one major question you have right now, which is how do you insert a tampon?
Seriously, I need to know.
Honestly though, I don't know how we're expected to just be born with this information. Periods are hard and they involve a lot of questions that sometimes you just, don't know who to ask or where to turn for the answers. I mean, I've been there for sure.
Yeah, totally. And can I have a little confession? So I've never really used a tampon before. I mean, I've tried. It was a big nope for me.
Hopefully with this video, we'll just be able to help alleviate some of your concern and answer some of the questions you have. I mean, we're gonna be talking about product, absorbency, the applicator, and I mean, most importantly, how to actually insert it. Okay, so here we have a bunch of tampons.
That is a lot of options.
I mean, it might seem overwhelming, but it's not. Just like when it comes to pads or liners, there are a lot of options out there for you because there's a product for everyone, which is awesome. Okay, so here we have a tampon in a full-size applicator. It's important to know that not every tampon in its applicator will look the same, but a lot will look like this, and this one is the Sleek by You by Kotex. And it features a rubber grip, which I really like, makes you feel like you have a lot of control when it comes to inserting the tampon. And then of course with the click, it actually ends up being a full-size applicator as well. You just have to pull it here until you hear the click. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. And then they're basically the same. Okay, if you're feeling concerned, don't worry. The applicator does not stay in your body. It's just there to help make insertion easier, and it is completely removed once you insert your tampon.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty. Insertion.
Yes. So to get the tampon into your body, you need to wash your hands. Obviously very important for your hygiene. Open the tampon, pull to extend the tampon applicator until you hear the click, if you're using click. If not, it will already be ready to insert, so just give the string a little tug to make sure it's secure. Then hold the grip part with your thumb and middle finger before you actually insert the tampon into your body.
Okay, definitely seems like some good tips and guidelines, but how do we actually insert it?
Here's a step-by-step guide that'll show you how to insert a tampon. Remember, ladies, we have 3 holes, and your tampon is going into the middle one, which is your vagina. To insert your tampon more easily when you're first starting out, it can be helpful to raise one of your legs by putting it on a footstool or toilet. Actually, you can even do it while you're just sitting on the toilet. Just keep your legs apart and stay relaxed. This makes both finding the right hole and the insertion easier. You also want to point the round end of the tampon applicator towards the small of your back to help it insert easily, following the natural shape of your body. Insert the tampon until your thumb and middle finger touch your body, then use your index, aka pointer finger, to press the rest in. But don't worry, if you find doing this all with one hand a little tricky, so do I. So know that you can totally use your free hand to help push the applicator in if that makes it easier for you. Once all of your fingers meet at the grip, hold onto it and pull the plastic part out, leaving the tampon behind inside you and the string hanging outside of you. If the tampon doesn't feel far enough inside or seems uncomfortable, don't be afraid to use a finger to readjust. Insertion is all about comfort, so it's important that it goes up far enough so you don't feel it. Sometimes it can veer a little bit to the left or right and not follow the flow of your body. So readjust it and put it back on the correct path. You know your body best, so if it's still feeling uncomfortable, remove the tampon, take a little break, and start over. Just like anything new, it takes some time to get used to, but soon you'll be a pro.
So this doesn't seem as bad as I thought, but with the tampon, is it like a set it and forget it type of thing, or do you have to change it every so often?
Absolutely, you need to change your tampon. You definitely don't want to leave it in for more than 8 hours, and then it's really just about understanding your flow to figure out how often you need to change your tampon. It's not like a pad where you can see how full it is, so you'll just come to understand how often you need to change it. And I even set a timer on my phone just so I remember.
So I know I need to change it, but what about taking it out? How does that work?
So removing your tampon is very easy, nothing to be afraid of. Essentially, when the tampon is in your body, this string is going to be hanging out. So you just need to tug on the string to remove it. And if at that point you're feeling any discomfort, it's just that you might be using a heavier absorbency than you really need for that point in your period flow. And after that, you just need to discard your tampon and wash your hands as you normally would.
So I noticed that there's some different letters on the packaging. Does this mean anything?
Yes, actually, really good question. So the letters help you understand the absorbency of the tampon, and that's a really important part of using tampons. You absolutely need to be choosing the right tampon for your period flow. Understanding your period flow is just going to make using tampons way more comfortable. Trust me, you are not going to want to use a super tampon when you're having a lighter day for your period flow. These little letters I find just really helpful. You know, there's an S for super, R for regular, there's even a super plus. So if you're having a heavier day, you definitely want a super or a super plus, and otherwise just go for, you know, a regular tampon. But really, I think it's important to pay attention to your flow. In my experience, every day is different, every period is different, so you have to choose the right tampon for what you're experiencing during your period. We all also have just like different products that we like to use. I myself am into tampons and pads, and what I love about tampons is that they really give me a lot of freedom. I can go to the beach, I can go swimming, I still feel like I can wear whatever I want, and best of all, they make me feel like I'm not even on my period.
Okay, the fact that you can go swimming with a tampon is like a whole new world for me.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope you found this video helpful.
And don't forget that we have a lot more videos coming soon, so stay tuned.
Bye!